what was your most trying time as a father and husband?
Oh, our kids were perfect. We never had
We kept our secrets well. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should have. You all should have been out there in the back when they were
The kids all
interviewing the
came
kids.
in at night and turned the lights out when they came in.
Yeah, that should have been and or.
Well, which kid did you worry about the most?
Uh-oh.
Probably the first one. I never went to sleep until I heard that door close.
Is that right?
We went through the usual stuff, and I can remember very vividly see, when Doug first started dating, he would date girls in the local school or the church, whatever.
Somebody we knew.
Yeah,
Or
we
knew
knew
the
the family, we knew the girls. And one day he brought home a stranger.
Who was that?
Oh, I don't know. The gal worked, her father worked for the bank. I mean, he was the vice president or the president of one of the
Who
local,
was it? I don't
one of the
remember.
local banks.
I don't remember either.
Which one it was?
I don't remember.
I know that I used to take him to school because it was quite far away. And then finally he told me he was going to walk home. And I'd go pick him up
This was in high school.
in high school. He was going to walk home. I thought it was a little strange, but I knew that there was girls involved.
Yeah, she lived about halfway home.
But I knew the family, so I didn't think anything about that one. It was a stranger that got me there.
Oh, well, we're not interviewing Doug, we're interviewing.
Good thing.
You said you were decorating your first Christmas tree. What did it look like? I can remember mine.
Well, I still
It was
have.
pretty sparse.
I still have some of those ornaments which I've kept, and we had no metal parts. And their hangers were of cardboard, and they were little glass ornaments.
What happened to the angel that was always on top?
I still have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still have the first angel we put on the tree. So. And I still have a few of those during the war ornaments. So.
Over when Linda started dating on there, did you have it? Did you interview all the guys that she dated?
Maybe it was just the older ones.
Yes. You were pretty rough on me. I'm trying to say.
See, Carl was as old as Doug, and so he was much older than Linda. And I distinctly remember the conversations that Linda is dating an older man.
But it was the look in her eyes. See?
That was what scared you.
Yeah, that's what had me worried.
Yeah.
Well, you remember fruit cocktail, though. We were talking about that outside.
Fruit cocktail.
I remember fruit
I
cocktail.
gave them fruit cocktail.
All the time.
I thought it was good for
Oh.
That was good.
They hated it.
I set a good example for you.
Right. Not one
Yeah.
of the three of them will eat it.
No.
Stuff comes out of a can. It's terrible.
Well, we had to do a lot of things, Sam, didn't we?
Pears, but not fruit cocktail.
Our kids won't eat fruit cocktail either.
There
My
must
family
be a
won't-
story there someplace.
My family won't eat it either. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. All of us who grew up in the 40s, in the early 50s, got so much fruit cocktail.
Worked all night. She's going to sleep. She's a nurse at the Torrance Memorial Hospital. She's sleeping in such sleep.
None last night.
Oh my, oh my.
You
Well,
worked, changed clothes and came up the hill?
Yeah, I went home 8, laid down, got up at 10, and here I am.
Wow.
Do you remember
Well-
when you first laid eyes on each other? Was it love at first sight, or take you a while to warm up to the idea?
No, he had a girlfriend he hitchhiked to see down in Arkansas.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Oh,
Had competition.
Alice is just one of the girls in the gang, and she happened to be the best skater.
Oh.
Roller skating?
Oh,
So I roller skated with her a lot. We went to a lot of parties too.
I lived in the home of one of the professors, and they allowed me to have parties. So I invited a lot of kids, and always had to get a chaperone. Well, if they go away for a weekend, they'd say, well, you can have a party, but you gotta get a chaperone. So I got a married couple one time. They turned the clock back. The chaperones turned the clock back.
Oh, no.
And we had dorm rules. They had to get in a certain time.
Invite them again,
Complicated life.
They climbed through the windows, I guess.
Yeah, that night it did.
Oh, my.